I'm just gonna do this nice, short and sweet. I don't even care if anyone's watching. I'm just putting this out there right now. My story. I do believe mostly, I am not a trucker. Um, uh, I grew up, and I started getting some good jobs. Hey, Dar. Uh, the best job I ever had, I started when I was 14. So then school kind of didn't really mean anything to me. Thanks. I'm glad I did that just for you. I 100% that was for you, Dar. And I could hear you in the back of my head saying, comb your hair, comb your hair. Am I ever going to see you with your hair combed? But, anyways, let's get back to the story. I want to make this short and sweet. Uh, so at 14 years old, I was making $17 an hour. So why even waste? Uh, it's not what you know, it's who you know a lot of the times. So I did that for a couple summers, and then that that job was done. So I got hooked up with a truck driver. He ran a wash bay and a car detailing service, and we're also growing dope out of there too, which was also, yeah, back in the day as a kid, 14 years old, making $17 an hour. It was unreal. It was like, why would I go to school? Why? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So, started working for this Ron guy, and it's kind of the funny part is that I was supposed to be working for somebody else. He picks me up and drops me off at this guy's place. Here, work with this guy. I thought I was working for you, and then no, you're gonna work for this guy. Okay. The end of the day, and shows back up, and he's like, "How was he?" He's like, "Well, I'll take him." I'm like, what? What? I didn't know this was a bidding war. You guys are sitting there like bidding over me, and like, what am I, a prostitute? And yeah, I ended up working for fucking Ron, not for this other guy. But that turned out to be pretty good and lucrative. I was making $800 a week, and with the weed that we're doing, I was doing about $2,800 a month extra just with the weed thing. And then I started working for my father after that. Well, Ron died. Uh, he had cancer and stuff. He was 34 years old. Um, so I started working for my dad, doing wood stoves, fireplaces, probably at 22 years old. Uh, and been doing that pretty much ever since. I did have a stint from 2016 to 2015 to 2018. I was in Quebec City. Uh, I do speak a little French, not enough to get me by, and I'm still an outsider. That's the thing. What it comes down to. Um, took me a little bit to get a job, but ended up getting a job for this company, J.A. Roby. The only English speaking fella who worked there interviewed me, and he just went straight to the boss and said, hire this guy. Hire this guy. Like, trust me, you're not going to regret this. And yeah, fucking frogs. They sound like they have a fucking potato in their mouth every time they're talking to you. That's not fucking French. That's Quebecois. That's Quebecois. There is no such thing as French there. Even the France French there fucking can't stand them. Oh. And the funny part, it's the Indians who work there, not the fucking white man. The white man are just fucking bums on the street. But anyways, I get my foot in the door, J.A. Roby. They want some fucking fan kits made. They only wanted 60 fan kits made. And they said I had 2 months to do this. Sitting there 2 months. Are you fucking kidding me? I did 180 in a week. I simplified everything that they were doing. They're making one fan kit at a time. Do it in stages. Do everything in stages. Because now you got to grab this tool. Now you got to grab that tool. Like, you're constantly grabbing tools. And so now your workplace is just a fucking mess. Simplify it. Make everything go in the cycle. You're going to do all the wiring, everything. Like, you're going to put like loom cable on there. Have everything set up for your loom cable. Yeah, everything. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Dar. I know. That's never going to come out of me. I don't know why I talk like that. It's just Manitoban. So that week, the boss, the owner, comes up to me after making those fan kits. He can't speak a fucking lick of English. He's like, uh, you, your pay, I get a raise? How much? And I got him to write it down on a piece of paper. I don't know what the fuck the numbers are in French. And yeah, I got a fucking $1.75 raise. And then after that, they asked me to make some other shit. And again, I just conquered and divided. Like, I don't know what kind of people like worked in that factory at all. I just went in there, did my job, and simplified it. Within the first 3 weeks, I was a foreman making gas fireplaces in 3 weeks. And I don't speak a lick English. Or I mean, sorry, French. Me and my dyslexia. I don't speak a fucking lick of French. And I am now foreman at this factory making gas fireplaces. They were making one gas fireplace every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. I was doing, by the time I left, actually, no. Here, let me start off with this. In my first week, I made 5 in the gas side as the foreman making gas fireplaces. I was making gas fireplaces, 5 gas fireplaces a week. And those gas fireplaces retailed at $6,300 a piece. So if you want to do the math on that now. So I just not only doubled, if not tripled, if not quadrupled your sales in these. I get another raise. I capped out at $1,875. That's as high as I could go. Even the foremans weren't even getting paid that. Like, I mean, that Quebecois head guys weren't even getting paid that. And they told me not to tell anybody how much I was getting paid. And the funny part is, I'd send stuff to paint. No, I never sent anything to paint. I'd stay there the extra hour, paint all my own shit. But with the threats and shit, I said I was going to make this short and sweet, sorry. With the threats and everything, just living in Quebec, if you're in English in Quebec, no one will help you. No one will do anything. They do have programs and stuff for help you integrate into Quebecois culture, but no, they don't help you. These are just people getting paid to sit on their fucking ass and do nothing and just make money. So after a point, I had a few problems at the factory there and quite a few death threats from employees and shit. They ended up getting fired because nothing happened until they threatened the boss's son. And now it's a problem. But I just couldn't live there anymore. And it's such a weird, it's an exodus. Quebec is like an exodus. I don't know how to describe this. If the devil ever came from hell, he'll land in Quebec first. That's how it was for me. And the stuff I seen them do there, Like, they removed a monastery and then all the graves, like 198 graves, so they could build a fucking condo. That monastery's been there for 201 years. Like, I had to get the fuck out of there. It's just a bad place. Easy to travel around though. Very easy to travel around. You can hop, skip, and boogie from any part of town you want if you know how to use the freeway system there. That's the only thing I can say about that. But then come back to Manitoba, making good money, making like $45 an hour. It's fucking ridiculous. 20% of that went to my farm fund. And 20% of that went to my taxes. And then the rest all went to me. And it slowly started trickling out. And I meet the wife here, and I'm kind of trying to support her and shit too. And the funds are still getting lower, lower, and lower. And I'm looking at my accounts and stuff here, and like, I'm just not getting paid. I did have a good fucking stash fund to live on here for a bit. My father hasn't paid me since last January. So, well, actually, that's a lie. He gave me 10K at the end of the year. Oh, fuck. Is James on here? Anonymous? Fuck, I'm supposed to fucking... fuck. Okay, let me finish the story. I gotta get a hold of him. He's supposed to be running through town tomorrow. I want to sit down, maybe have lunch with him or something. Lunch, fucking supper, whatever. Okay, so after not getting paid and stuff through family and shit. Oh, sweet. Okay, here, can I put my phone number up on here? I'll send you my phone number if I haven't sent it to you already. I think I might have put it through one of your messages. But I'll go back through one of your messages there, James, and I'll send it through. Sorry. But I had to quit doing all that shit. Okay, I got you, James. Fuck. But after doing all that shit and all that work, like, my job wasn't easy. Like, wood stoves, fireplaces, and I didn't get to pick my fucking jobs. It's just go do it. Just go do it. I never fucking complained. But some of the fucking jobs I've had to do, they're like ridiculous. Steel roofs, 12-12 pitch. Like, oh, I want the wood stove right here. It's like, yeah, you had to pick the fucking worst fucking spot for that, eh? And I didn't bring a flashing for that, eh? And it's a steel roof, eh? Oh my god. I just want my feet to be on the fucking ground. I want to get a fucking factory job where I know how to use the equipment, fucking be nice and warm all the time. Don't have to fucking worry about endangering my life as much because I know how to use the fucking equipment in a factory. Fuck, I used to bend my own shit when I was in Quebec. That's one thing I miss, is working in the factory there. We'd get down to a skeleton crew and you couldn't lay me off. I was making fucking 10 units at one point a fucking week. So that's $63,000 a week. Like, the amount of money I made that company in a year. And the funny thing is that I get capped out at $1,875. I don't get no bonus. I don't Christmas bonus or something. Like, fuck me. You guys are only making one every 2 weeks. And I'm making you 10 now. Like, fuck. I remember all the tables they brought in. I got all the hydraulic tables, whatever you could make. Banging these things out. Fucking funny story. Before I left, I was training a kid. And there's a checklist. And we have a French version and an English version. And I had them convert the checklist. I had them change it because you'd have to lift it up to do a certain part, and then you drop it down to do a certain part. I was like, why don't you just keep it lifted up and do all the bottom shit first, and then start bringing it down as you need to do the stuff to the top, instead of jacking it up and down, up and down, up and down. Like, holy fuck, we're not having sex here. Let's make this easy. Just in, out. You know, like it's like Mennonite sex or Hutterite sex. So this kid, he's doing this checklist and he's checking stuff off. I'm just watching him in the background. I'm cleaning parts with Varsol with no gloves on, and turns the gas line on, tests the system. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. You can hear the click, 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 click of the igniter. Nothing's happening. I can hear the click from where I'm sitting. He had the gas line not attached to the burner, aimed right at his pecker. Right at his pecker. So what does he do? He sticks his body into the gas fireplace to see what's going on. Well, now the gas hits his forehead, down around to his pee-pee. Kaboom. Oh my God. He Richard Pryored all the way that way. It was so funny. It was so funny. When he came back, like the gas line's still on fire. I just casually walked over there, not panicking. Like, walked around the fireball, go turn the fucking gas line off. Oh, shit. Well, I'm just gonna fucking cut out then. But, yeah, it doesn't tell me what's going on here either. But anyways, yeah, that kid, yeah, that's my new replacement. And he lit himself on fire. Yeah. At least it wasn't his first day. Okay, peace out, y'all.